Hi, I'm Ed Preble. In this video, you're going to learn how to determine your optimal product pricing with a little psychology. The reason you need this information is because you want to charge the optimal price to achieve the highest profit for your product or service while making the buyer feel like they made a great decision in the process. We're going to cover a lot of valuable material and you'll want to watch till the end. But first, a little about myself. My name is Ed Preble. I've been doing internet marketing for over 25 years. I've built multiple million-dollar internet-based companies. I earned a bachelor's degree in business and marketing and a minor in computer science. I also have an economics degree. I'm a former university professor of e-commerce and I authored the textbook that I taught. It's my sincerest hope that I can show you how to achieve huge results in your internet business. If you like what you hear at the end of this video or throughout the video and you want to learn more, then go to theinternetmarketershandbook.com. That's theinternetmarketershandbook.com, where you can get my book of 79 massively successful actions that lead to huge results in your internet business. It's a whopping $5.60 for the book, a 10-video training course, and a bunch of other goodies along with a 100% satisfaction money-back guarantee. If you're not entirely happy with it, I'll give you your $5.60 back. If you want to get it, great. If not, there's no pressure. My goal is to give you as much value as I can and just start a relationship with you. One more thing, speaking of value, before we get started, I've put together a free guide with 5 great ways to generate free traffic. It's absolutely free, and I'll send it to you with no obligation whatsoever. To get it, just type free traffic in the comments below. It's absolutely free and I'll send it to you with no obligation whatsoever. To get it, again, just type free traffic in the comment section below. Simple enough, right? All right, let's dive in. So, how to determine your optimal product pricing with a little psychology. Our minds can easily be tricked into choosing options that might not necessarily be in our best interests. As business people, we're going to use that in our favor. Sometimes these choices may even be damaging to maximizing utility for us as consumers. For example, the concept of value is a relative term, and logically, it has no absolute worth. It's a proven fact that a fair price can differ for the same service or product depending on the context and circumstances. Everything's relative. It's what you compare it to. As a business owner, you need to use this psychological loophole to maximize the perceived value of your products. You can use what is called the decoy effect. When done right, it can increase sales as well as perceived customer satisfaction. Now, I imagine that you thought I was going to be talking about price and demand and supply and the supply curve and when supply is slight and demand is high, that's going to raise the price. And I could talk about all that kind of stuff all day long. But what we're going to talk about is how you go about getting the price that you want using the decoy method. The market is basically going to dictate your price. You're going to have a pretty good idea of what you want to charge, how you're going to charge it, and what it's going to cost you to develop the product that you're making and what it's going to cost you to deliver the product. If it's a digital product, it's not going to be so expensive. In my instance, it costs me very little to, in fact, it cost me very little to deliver the Internet Marketer's Handbook to you. I write it once, and once you download it, it's super easy. I don't have mailing fees and things like that. So let's go back to the decoy effect. what is the decoy effect? The decoy effect, and this is going to be a mouthful, so pay attention, and I'll break it down into more simple terms. The decoy effect is a phenomenon whereby consumers will tend to have a specific change in preference between two options when also presented a third option that is asymmetrically dominated. Like I said, that's a mouthful. Let's see if we can't break that down a little bit. In simple words, when there are only two options, consumers will tend to make the decision according to their personal preferences. But when consumers are offered another strategic decoy option, they'll be more likely to choose the more expensive of the two original options. So that's a lot to take in. Let's illustrate the concept. So let's have a look at the following example. National Geographic ran an experiment to test how the decoy effect influences consumers to buy a large popcorn rather than a small or medium popcorn. Now, why National Geographic did this, I have no idea. It kind of doesn't really make sense to me that National Geographic, who is known for nature scenes, would do this, but they did. To begin with, they offered the first group of consumers a small bucket of popcorn for $3 and a large one for $7. Can you guess what happened in the experiment? Well, the results revealed that most of the consumers chose to buy the small bucket due to their personal needs at the time. Now, in a moment, I'm going to show you a video on this. National Geographic actually produced a roughly 2-minute video that's on YouTube, and I've got it queued up, and I'm going to show it to you in a little bit where you can actually see the experiment, because it's very, very telling how effective this is. But the results revealed that most of the consumers chose to buy the small bucket when they were faced with only two choices. As for the second group, they decided to offer three options. So National Geographic gave three options to choose from. A small bucket, let's see here, I'm going to try to be skillful at this. A small bucket, here we go, three options. A small bucket for $3. A medium bucket, which was the decoy bucket, for $6.50. And a large one for $70. Well, can you guess which one won out? Of course, this time, most of the consumers chose the large bucket because they saw value in more popcorn for only 50 cents. Can you imagine that? So the decoy actually supported the higher priced offering, and the reason was because the higher priced offering was asymmetrically dominant. It dominated the decoy. So the decoy is designed to bring you to think, okay, well, maybe I'll get a medium because we want a medium, but gosh, for only 50 cents more, I can get the large bucket. So what I'd like to do now is go ahead and show you the YouTube video that actually shows this experiment. It's only 2 minutes, so hang in there. It won't take long. We're going to go to our other scene here where we can show this. Oh no, wait a minute. Okay, so I'm trying to do this professionally here, so hang with me here. And okay, here we go. So I'm going to hit play. Sometimes when I do this, there'll be some other noise in the background, but we're going to try to make this work. And don't mind me with my my funny faces as I mimic some of this stuff in there, just to add a little comedy to this. Oh, by the way, just a reminder. If you want the free, let's see, you got to get the right hand here. If you want the free ways to generate free traffic, type free traffic in the comments section below. All right, here we go.
Now you head over to the concession stand to buy some popcorn. You can get a small popcorn for $3 or a large for $7. So which one would you choose? We've all been there. You want a decent amount of popcorn, but $7 feels like a ripoff. So if you chose small, you're like most people. We've set up cameras to see what will happen when we offer the same choice to real moviegoers.
Can I get you some popcorn?
Sure.
You can get
a small?
A small? Sure. Or a large for $7.
I'll take the small.
These are the sizes.
You know what? I'll have a small one and some M&Ms.
Okay, sure.
They have no idea we're running an experiment, and nearly everyone goes for the small.
Of course.
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you, but we're doing a little experiment. Do you think $7 is a lot of money for popcorn?
Yeah.
$7 was a little out of line for popcorn.
But now, we're going to see if we can influence your decision making. Here's another decision for you. You can get the small for $3, a medium for $6.50, or you can get the large for $7. So, have you made your choice? Does the large look a bit more appealing now? We've made the same change at the movie theater and stepped back to see what happens. Do you think more people will buy a large?
I'll take a medium sized popcorn, please.
Sweetie, it's only 50 cents more for large. Why don't we get a large?
Okay, let's get a large.
I think I'll take a large. Sure.
Large? Okay.
Definitely
we'll have a large.
All right.
All we did was add a medium, and the large has become irresistible.
Just a medium popcorn, please. You can get the large for 50 cents more.
Okay, that'll work.
Everyone is buying a large, so how do they explain it?
The large looks like such a better value than the medium.
Such a bargain.
A
I'm
bargain.
here for you.
But the deal, you still spent more money in the net total of the night.
50 cents, dude.
All right. Well, let's get back to our other image here. Okay. So we can see that how that experiment worked. This is how the decoy concept works. Also, there's another organization that has done this as well quite effectively. Let's see if I can show you. Shutterstock has done this exact same thing. We see that you can buy 10 images for $29, 50 images for $99, and the decoy 350 images for $169. But for just a few dollars more, you can double the amount of the decoy. And it works amazingly well. By the way, this and other tips like it can be found in the Internet Marketer's Handbook, which you can find and purchase for $5.60 at theinternetmarketershandbook.com. So Shutterstock, they use this quite effectively. The monthly packages made it to where they rake in a ton of money just by having that one little decoy. So the question is, how do you go about implementing the decoy? Well, the first thing that you have to do is follow these 5 steps. Choose your key product. The one you want to sell more of, make sure it's popular with your customers. Number 2, structure your key product. So number 1 is choose your key product. Number 2 is structure your key product. Remember, your key product should contain more benefits than the other products and higher priced. Create a decoy. Your goal is to make the decoy asymmetrically dominated by your key product. When I say asymmetrically dominated by your key product, what I'm saying is your key product should dominate and be better than your decoy as the next choice in line after the decoy. That'll increase, the decoy will cause to increase your main products or your key products attractiveness. Number 4, have at least 3 offers. Now you can do more, but don't add more than 5 because you want to beware of the choice overload bias. Choice overload bias is when a prospect gets too many choices, and rather than make a decision because they don't have enough information or it's just too time consuming to process that information, they eject from the sales process. My preference is 3 products, but for some people it might make sense to add more. Number 5, price the decoy close to your key product, which is the higher option. Choose the same or a slightly lower price for your decoy option. So the key takeaway here is that the decoy is scientifically proven as a method, as a viable method, and can be used in almost every business. Give it a shot and test its influence on your results. I know whenever I've gone to purchase internet stuff, digital internet stuff, be it software, be it licenses, be it educational material, courses, books, there's always an upsell, and the upsell is, you know, a lot of times you can purchase an unlimited license for just $5 more than the actual license, and they've done that because it's the decoy effect. All right, so that ends this video for today. I'd like to remind you of two things. Number one, please enter the word traffic or free traffic, either one, in the comment section below. You see that little message that's been scrolling along? That's how you get your 5 ways to generate free traffic. It's a free book, and they're fantastic methods, absolutely, but you want to hurry. And then the other element that I want to remind you of is, if you like what you heard, this is just one of 79 tips, tricks, and actions that you can take to massively increase your success and lead to huge results in your internet business. Again, it's a whopping $5.60. You get the book, you get 10 videos for training, and a bunch of other goodies along with it, from a mind map to a checklist to a bunch of resources, all kinds of fun stuff. It's 100% satisfaction guaranteed. If for any reason you don't love it and you want your money back, there'll be no questions asked. You'll get your whole $5.60 back. And I won't feel bad about it at all. My goal out of this is to create a relationship. I've got other things that I want to sell you if you like all of this stuff, but my goal right now is to just provide good value and information for you. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to put them in the comment section. I'll answer anything that I possibly can, and consider me as your mentor. So with that, I think we're going to end off now, and I would like to wish you a good day.